So what's really important to you at this time in your life? What are your true priorities? Not what you think you should be doing, not what social media perceives as happiness and success. What are your values and what makes you happy, and what do you need to work on right now? This is micro habit number 4 of the 6 simplest micro habits of the world's most successful people that you can start implementing today. And number 4 is know your focal points. In short, that basically means you need to know what you are working on. Small business owners can get really stuck in that whole mentality of working on and in their business, and it's often at the expense of their mental health, their physical health, their relationships, and then literally how they feel on a day-to-day basis, because they're buying into that belief that when I get this number on my email list, when I get this number of clients, this amount of money, when I get this funnel set up, yada, 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 then I'm going to be happy. Then I can relax. Then I've got more time for the people that I care about. And it's a load of BS, because let's face it, none of us know what's around the corner. None of us know how much time we've got. And if you find yourself having that conversation when you're waiting to feel a certain way in the future when something else happens, you need to stop that right now. So how do you use your focal points on a daily basis? Step number 1, you have to identify 2 to 3 big, important areas of your life that you want to work on. So let's just pick 3, for example. Let's just say your business is 1, then secondary is your health, and let's just pick the 3rd one as relationships. So they're big, but out of the wheel of your life, you know that they're the 3 things that you value, that are important to you, and that you know need your time and attention. Those 3 areas, they need you on your A game. Now, what we need to do to make sure that we don't get overwhelmed and that we can narrow that focus is to break those down a little bit more. So in the next 3 months, what specifically are you working on in your business? Maybe you've got a launch coming up. So that becomes primary focus number 1, the launch of this particular product or service. In your health, maybe you know you need to drop a little bit of body fat, and you might set a goal to drop 1% or 2% body fat in the next 3 months. Maybe it's being able to run 5k or walk your dog without getting out of breath, also a very good one. You know, so you break that health goal down into something smaller. And maybe with your relationships, you just realised that you spend way too much time tippy-tapping away on your computer or with these one of the things attached in your hand, and you want to have an hour or 2 hours of quality time with your spouse and your children every single day. So you've now broken down those 3 big chunks into smaller ones that you can measure. And because you can measure it, you can manage it. And that means you can review it based on the last episode of this one. I'll make sure I put the link below for you to catch that, because that's all about the review. Now, how that breaks down into a micro habit is how do you focus on those things every single day? And I call these your non-negotiable actions. So taking those 3 bigger platforms into account, what does that look like in terms of non-negotiable daily actions that go on your to-do list? So let's start with the relationship one this time. Maybe, like you say, Monday through Friday, you spend 60 minutes with your family with no technology. Even if you're watching a movie, but no phones, no laptops. That's your daily focus. Maybe with your health, it means that you have a certain amount of carbs every day, or you do a 30-minute HIIT workout or a 30-minute run every day. Non-negotiable daily actions. That's being focused. With your business launch, be a little bit more challenging because it's not going to be the same thing every day. Maybe it's social media, maybe it's creating PDF worksheets, maybe it's about putting the course up onto your course providing website, whatever that is. But the focal points comes from creating non-negotiable daily actions from the bigger 2 to 3 goals. And listen, don't beat up on yourself. If you know your health is really challenging you and it's affecting how you feel and how you function, have one. And for 3 months, focus solely on your health. It will have a massive positive impact on the other areas that you want to work on. This is about making it for you. And when you focus on what's important to you and what you value and the changes that you need to see in your life, you will benefit. Focal Points 101. I hope it's helped, and I'll see you for episode number 5 next week.